happened again, and once again I stood there, waiting in the middle of the street, watching it quickly approach me, no longer moving, limbs, torso, and head that would never be attached again. For if it hit, it would hinder, send me back to unworthy measures, take my life, and let me start over. Someone commits suicide every 40 seconds somewhere around the world. 1 in 5 people having a chance of living with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression affects over 2 million people in Canada alone, with anxiety affecting more than 4 million. However, 25% of those affected are aged 15 to 24, because mental illnesses typically begin during adolescence. As men are more likely to commit or succeed in committing suicide, something must be done in order to help both the men and women in need and assist those who do come forth. Only 75% of those who suffer from a mental illness get help. That leaves the other 25%, over 100 million people around the world, to suffer in silence. Nearly 70% of people report that they feel to be in good mental health, but that's just the reports. Women are more likely to report that they're unhealthy. 2/3 of people report that anxiety and depression have affected their lives in some way, more than 1/3 suffering from it themselves. So, what can we do to help those in need? Anxiety, depression, and other mental illnesses all come with different, sometimes overlapping symptoms, so it helps to get educated. Sadness goes hand in hand with so many other emotions. Those emotions are all different. They all affect people in different ways. All forms of sadness and anger, happiness, among all other emotions, they're all determined by the past and how someone will deal with them in the future. The hospitalization process in Canada is simple. If you were to walk into the ER, you tell them why you're there, being completely honest as to how you feel and what you're going through, and they evaluate you, determine what your level of care needs to be, and being honest as they're there to help you. There are different types of care. The inpatient, usually they're 24/7, partialized hospitalizations, usually 6 hours once a week, intensive outpatient, 3 hours, usually at night, 3 to 4 times a week. And there's an outpatient who does usually small support groups, 2 to 3 times a week. Inpatient hospitalization can sound scary, but it's just a room that you share with somebody else and decorate with positive things to say. They're there to keep you safe at all times and to stabilize you to get to the right treatment. Each place is different and each experience is different, but you learn new things each time, and new life-saving information. I don't know how to word it, but there's something going on inside me, inside my brain. A feeling I know all too well. Takes all that I have, leaves me with nothing but regret. Forgotten and unknown, but that's not all there is. I feel like I don't belong. In Canada, the ER wait times are at one of the highest proportions of patients with long delays, at 56% of those patients with more than a 4-week wait time. We need to help. Talking about it, raising awareness, even the littlest bit helps. Be kind, gentle, and be open. If you truly want to help, talk to them, listen, be there whenever you can be. Not everyone is the same, but it never hurts to ask.